Finding Dory is the newest film from Pixar Animation. 1 year after the events of Finding Nemo, Dory, Marlin, and Nemo are all living together peacefully, and then one day, Dory is triggered and remembers parts of her childhood and must go on a quest to re-find her parents. Finding Dory is a very solid film on its own, even though if you're going in expecting the magic of Finding Nemo, I don't think this movie is going to deliver for you. But still, it's a cute, fun adventure and does have an emotional streak within it. The film starts off very well though, with many flashbacks to Dory's childhood, which are very emotional and also very cute. Little Dory is just very fun to watch as she forgets things so quickly, and how her parents actually accommodate that. It's really nice to see how loving her parents were before we actually try to find them, because it allows us to actually empathize with those characters instead of just being like abstract ideas in the film. The plot gets going though. It's basically just a series of problems that Dory has to overcome, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Many kids' movies obviously are built off of this formula, and for a while it is pretty effective, but by the end it gets a little ridiculous. No spoilers here, but the end sequence is just too over the top for me. I just think that while I get this as an animated movie and that we have to give it some leeway, I just think at that point they have just gone too far over the edge. Luckily it doesn't last too long and then it still ends on a decently high note. But I just think that ending is just a little... A couple new characters in this. We have the two beluga whales, which are been marketed decently, and they're okay. I'm not a huge fan of them, especially the one who uses echolocation. I just think he's really freaking... He's kind of grating, to be honest, even though I get his role in the film. But the standout here is Hank as a octopus, and Hank is just a fantastic character, and he has a very interesting spin on many of the other fish, and his adventures of Dory are quite entertaining. I do have to give it up to the sea lions, though. That whole bit was freaking hysterical. I do think that this movie is quite fun and enjoyable for kids and for adults, especially if you really like Finding Nemo, which I think is a pretty good movie. It's not one of my favorite Pixar's, but it's still obviously very fun and great and has many great moments in its own right. And while I think Finding Dory has some of those moments, I think in some areas it just falls a little short, especially in terms of the fact that there are just too many problems heaped on top of each other. Finding Nemo felt more like a progression, and while maybe because this isn't a static location, it makes it feel almost like they're just manufacturing more problems because we can't just get to a freaking resolution. Overall, I really did enjoy this movie quite a bit. I do think that once you really delve into it, there are some underlying problems that cause me to have some hesitance when talking about this film compared to many others who are actually very enthusiastic about it. And I understand why. It is a very fun movie. It has a lot of great moments, like I said, but I don't think that the cohesive film overall is amazing or as well structured as Finding Nemo. I'm feeling a B. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe somewhere on the screen or down below. I don't really care where you do. And thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can hit the like button. And yeah, subscribe, because we have more reviews coming in the future. Just keep swimming.